Bog Takiat Fáilte. Happy St. Patrick's Day, or as we say in Irish, Banachtaí na Féile Pádraig. A big welcome, or Céad Míle fáilte, from Hong Kong's iconic Peninsula Hotel. When the world has the benefit of hindsight to look back at these unprecedented times, I've no doubt that we will remember the resolute capacity of the human spirit to prevail. In that spirit, we have a very different celebration of St. Patrick's Day in 2021. St. Patrick's own life story was one of hardship and migration. Our community overseas, and especially here in Hong Kong and Macau, and our diaspora have been especially affected by the pandemic. I acknowledge that for many, this is the longest period that they have not seen family and friends. The Irish have been migrating to Hong Kong for almost 2 centuries, leaving a lasting impact. It is 180 years since Belfast man Henry Pottinger arrived in Hong Kong. He would become Hong Kong's first governor, and indeed the first of 9 Irish governors over the subsequent 80 years. This year we also marked 90 years since the founding of the St. Patrick's Society in Hong Kong. The Society's first president was then Chief Justice Joseph Horsford Kemp. Kemp was one of the many Irish that contributed to a rich history of rule of law in Hong Kong. At home, this year marks a hugely important anniversary for Ireland. It is 100 years since the final, but also the bloodiest period in our War of Independence. The Anglo-Irish Treaty provided for the establishment of the Irish Free State and the creation of Northern Ireland. Tonight we are joined by artists from all corners of our island, but first I'm delighted to be joined by An Taoiseach, the Prime Minister of Ireland, Micheál Martin.
Thank you, Consul General, and I would like to wish you and everyone in Hong Kong a very happy St. Patrick's Day. A Cárda Gael is a Cárda Galéir. Lá speisialte é lá éile Pádraig, de gach Gael sa bhaile nó haar lear. St. Patrick's Day is a special day, a day when no matter where in the world we are, we celebrate our heritage and culture. So let me begin by wishing you all a happy St. Patrick's Day, to our 70 million strong diaspora and our many friends across the globe. This has been a difficult year for our Irish community abroad. Many of you have lost loved ones. You have been unable to spend time with family and friends. You have missed Christmas, birthdays, weddings, and sadly even funerals. I want in particular to acknowledge and thank the many Irish who have helped lead the fight against COVID-19, our dedicated health workers at home, but also the many Irish doctors and nurses, research scientists and public health officials around the world. Many of you have put yourselves and your families at risk so that others might be safe. But now, at last, we can look forward to better days. St. Patrick's Day is our day, but that doesn't mean it is only for us. St. Patrick's Day is an open-hearted invitation to a global expression of community. It's a day that gives us a unique opportunity to speak to the world about who we are and how we can contribute to the well-being of humanity. There is, I believe, an ambition that we all now share, that we will learn from what has happened, and that our responses will reflect both our interconnectedness and our interdependence. Just as the pandemic has brought out the best in us, we can use the same instincts to shape the future, bringing new meaning and values to our lives and to our role in the world. We are Irish, but we are also global citizens. COVID-19 has reminded us that we need global solutions and international cooperation for global challenges, that no nation, large or small, can meet these challenges on their own. St. Patrick's Day is an opportunity for us, this year especially, to express that sense of solidarity. Ireland is an open country, an outward-facing place. Irish people have always sought to make a contribution wherever they have gone. The same wish to serve inspires us now. We will work with partners around the world to overcome the dreadful pandemic and to support economic and social recovery. In doing so, we will work to make sure that nobody, especially the poorest parts of the world, gets left behind. We've taken up a seat on the UN Security Council for the next 2 years, and we will use that position to work for peace and security throughout the world to the very best of our ability. We will continue to reach out a hand of friendship and hopefully, when we can, to welcome people back to Ireland, including those of you that have been unable to visit in recent times. As Irish people down the ages have done, we will try to make a difference every day, no more so than here on our island. As we approach the centenary of the foundation of our state, building on the achievement of the Good Friday Agreement, we will work through our Shared Island initiative to underpin peace and to advance the cause of reconciliation, shaping a better future for all the people. Our history, our culture, our values, and our experience place us in a position to do great good in the world. There is an Irish saying, "Is sca a chéile a bharan nadini." We live in each other's shadow. It speaks to our sense of interdependence, of community and solidarity. Let that be our message on this special day for the global Irish. And so to conclude, we are thinking of you all today as you celebrate throughout the world. We are looking forward to welcoming you all home soon. Until then, ver bua, benacht, agus go raibh míle maith agaibh go léir.
Thank you, Taoiseach. A few short weeks ago, we welcomed the Year of the Ox in Hong Kong. The ox is associated with persistence, resilience and hard work, traits that you, your government colleagues and the Irish community have demonstrated in these unprecedented times. As we turn now to our cultural performances, St. Patrick's Day is a time to celebrate the brilliance and diversity of contemporary Irish creative talent at home and abroad. Next, we're delighted to share with you some moments of artistic inspiration to lift us in these most challenging of times.
For this special performance of their song Dynamite, the enchanting harmonies of Saint Sisters Gemma Doherty and Morgan McIntyre are accompanied by musicians from Crash Ensemble in the glorious setting of Derry's Guildhall.
I guess it's time we talked about the funny way you move your mouth when you look at me. I guess I always knew, but then a part of me was crying when you said, okay, let's talk. Darling, what did you expect? My lover hasn't noticed yet what's happening. I don't wanna watch the train, always heavy or no rain, and dynamite. Walk me to the northern end of Capel Street and I'll pretend it's meant to be. Passers-by do not react when you give me a heart attack. I wheel my back. Never mind what people say, I'll talk to you whatever way I want to. Something about last night is doing something to the light. Let's call it dynamite. Through it all, the narrow way, all I do is take and make shapes with you. Hard to recall what we said last. I remember, go to bed, who's happy now? Every move becoming shorter. Follow me into this corner. Ask me how we got here. I made a note. all our crimes and wondered how we find the time for dynamite.
Award-winning poet and author Deireadh Ní Ghríofa introduces and recites The Heart of the Wood, a poem from ancient Irish tradition translated into English by Lady Augusta Gregory in 1919.
There's a phrase in the Irish language, chuir mé béarla air. I put English on it that I find very striking when I'm translating. It's almost, or what it brings to mind to me is the sense of cloaking a language in another language, in a dominant language in this case. And so this sé seo an béarla a chur Lady Gregory ar an dáin seo, this is the English that Lady Gregory has put on this lost poem. The Heart of the Wood. My hope and my love, we will go for a while into the wood, scattering the dew, where we will see the trout, we will see the blackbird in its nest, the deer and the buck calling, the little bird on the highest branch that sings the sweetest, the cuckoo up on the fresh green, and death will never come near us in the sweet wood.
St. Patrick's Day is perhaps the world's greatest celebration of the diaspora. Although we are an island of just 7 million, our diaspora numbers 70 million worldwide. As Consul General, I've spent a lot of time talking about the rich history that is the Irish in Hong Kong. But the Hong Kong diaspora in Ireland has contributed much to the strength of our bilateral relationship. So I'm particularly delighted that we are joined tonight by Hazel Chu, who is the 352nd Lord Mayor of Dublin. Hazel is the first person of colour and just the 9th woman to hold the office of Lord Mayor of Dublin. She is also the first ethnic Chinese mayor of a major European capital. I'm delighted to tell you that her mum and dad are also from the new territories here near Sha Tin. So over to the Lord Mayor, please.
Hi folks, Hazel Chu here, your Lord Mayor of Dublin City. I wanted to record a quick video to wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. I know it's completely different to what we normally have on St. Patrick's Day. It's been a very challenging, very difficult year for everyone. I think last St. Patrick's Day when we had cancelled the parade, we thought by this year it will be different. And it is different. We've had so much loss, we've had so many challenges, but we have overcome and we will continue to overcome it. So with that, looking at our national celebrations today, everything is online. There is a St. Patrick's Day Festival TV, and the team has been working very hard on various events for the channel, and there'll be everything from music to dance to singing and culture. So I hope you enjoy that. It's streamed online as well, so please check into it. And it'll be great to see how you're celebrating over in Hong Kong this National Day. I know it's particularly difficult being so far from home as well. So I wanted to say, apart from a big happy St. Patrick's Day, to say take care of yourselves and also take care of each other. I know it's a very good community over there in Hong Kong of Irish people. Anytime I've visited, my granny back in the day, I would have got in touch with some of my friends from Ireland there as well, and it's a great community. But it's also a great community in among the Chinese people themselves. I know that our own village in Shatin in Sulat, they would have known that I'm Irish. I'm born and raised in Ireland, so they would have asked me all about St. Patrick's Day. And my granny would have came over for a few times during St. Patrick's Day, and she just really loved the camaraderie, the fact that we celebrated and got together, and to her it was another Lunar New Year. So it was great to see her face lit up whenever I mentioned St. Patrick's Day. So I hope that you will be able to enjoy some celebrations, that you will be able to see that everyone is still holding strong here in Ireland, and that it's a time that we celebrate Ireland and celebrate all the 80 million Irish around the world. So I guess take care of yourself, and I look forward to hopefully seeing and hearing from yourselves soon. If you need anything at all, my email is always open, and so is my Twitter. It's lordmayor@dublincity.ie, and I'm at Hayes, HAZECHU on Twitter, and at lordmayorchu at Instagram. So take care of yourselves, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. We look forward to welcoming you back to Hong Kong sooner rather than later. Next are some of my very favourite Irish artists.
Lisa Hannigan and Loa's voices entwine around one another with bewitching harmonies in the spirit-lifting performance from the National Gallery of Ireland of Lisa's song Undertow.
I wanna swim in your current, carry me out up and away. I wanna float on every word you say. Want to be underneath your weather, every cloud and ray of sun. I wanna float in between everyone, in between everyone. I wanna sit down like a stone. You never lost me, you never broke. I wanna be adrift on your radio. Oh, take me under, take me home in the undertow. I wanna be all of a sudden, every wave and undertow. I wanna float everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go, everywhere I go. I wanna sit down like a stone. You never lost me, you never broke. I wanna be adrift on your radio. Oh, take me under, take me home. I wanna sit down like a stone. You never lost me, you never broke. I wanna be adrift on your radio. Oh, take me under, take me home. I wanna float down like a stone. I wanna float, never broke. I wanna float your radio. I wanna float, take me home. Float.
Classic and contemporary Irish voices combined for this enchanting performance of Clannad's seminal In a Lifetime, as Moya Brennan duets with Denise Chyla, who reprises the lines sung by Bono on the original.
Lisa Hannigan sang of the undertow and wanting to sink down like a stone, and Clannad sang of being torn asunder in the storm. Sentiments that many have identified with in the past 12 months, as we have been separated from family, and some have had to say their final goodbyes to loved ones. We lost our own dear colleague Michael Hurley in Beijing to a sudden illness last May. Ar yeishte go raibh anam. As we watch the sunset in Hong Kong, we have the confidence that it will rise again in the morning. But tonight the darkness in Hong Kong will be a little greener, as the peninsula and the clock tower will be illuminated green, joining the ruins of St. Paul's in Macau and the many hundreds of iconic landmarks across the world. While the global greening has been one of our signature tourism promotion campaigns, it also serves to remind how interconnected the world is. So we celebrate St. Patrick's Day this year in the spirit of hope. In the coming weeks and months, we look forward to the critical mass of vaccines being administered, and with it to the resumption of people-to-people connections through international travel. We especially look forward to welcoming you back to Ireland with our traditional warm hospitality and beautiful scenery as the world returns to normal. So thank you for joining St. Patrick's Day in Hong Kong. I'm grateful to Ireland.ie for hosting us, and feel free to explore the rich materials this site has to offer. And now, I welcome you to join us for our countdown to our Hong Kong greetings.